I watched the entire Jim Jordan "Why Won't You Let Us Lie to the American People" congressional hearing so that you don't have to, and here's a few highlights.
The reason I prefaced my remarks with an insistence on nonpartisanship is because the danger posed by this increasing ability of governments and large corporations to collude threatens everyone's freedom equally.
Does anybody think a time will ever come when conservatives are willing to admit that Jordan Peterson threw away his career so he could go be a TV, radio, podcast, internet celebrity? He found something that triggered people and he realized he could capitalize on it. So he left his job as a professor and decided instead to be like an anti-trans shock jock. Like, this is the guy that's going to tell us about freedom. The guy who literally has made almost all of his money off of the back of hating trans people is going to talk to us about how unfair the system is. He was a college professor and now he's a multi-millionaire. He's doing fine. He's doing very, very well. He is not a victim, but the people he goes after, those are victims. This perfectly aligns with what Republicans think. This perfectly aligns with who Republicans would bring to a hearing like this. This is a literal hate monger that the Republicans are like, let's go ahead and put him up. He threw away his fucking career to hate on trans people, and it worked. He's making a fucking fortune.
We're concentrating in this hearing a fair bit on the specific events of January 6th, a very partisan issue that produces a very intense partisan divide, but we're not addressing the fundamental issue here directly, which is that our new technology enables a mode of surveillance that's so intense and all-pervading that no one will escape its purview regardless of their political views.
It should be lost on absolutely nobody that Jordan Peterson said what happened on January 6th was partisan. It's hyper partisan. It makes people react in a certain way. You know why? Because we all saw with our very fucking eyes what happened on January 6th. And just a few weeks after it happened, Republicans came out and changed their story. Oh, nothing happened on January 6th. It was just a tourist visit. These are the victims. The people perpetrating the attack that you were all cowering from, that you went running from. Josh Hawley, you squirmy little bitch. The only reason it's partisan is because we are living in reality and you are living 3 feet up inside of Trump's asshole. Stop with the nonsense hearings. We can see. Stop telling us that what we saw didn't happen and we won't be divided anymore. And by the way, that technology that you're threatening us with that says it's going to get all of us, no matter our political leanings, well, it appears that what it did is caught a whole bunch of people breaking into the Capitol. Guess I'm here for it. Is that the weaponization you're talking about? Are you afraid that our government is weaponized against defending itself from you, Jim Jordan? From Daddy Trump, Jim Jordan? They protected us from you. Of course you don't want this. Of course you don't want the government to be able to protect itself from you. I bet some innocent victims at Ohio State would have loved to see you fight for them as hard as you're fighting for this criminal, Donald Trump.